Hello, Jason. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucker Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis. So I won't waste another second. I'm going to show you everything that I see in real time, and hopefully it will be useful to you. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you, obviously, is that I look at your website, and you have a beautiful website. And I'm not just, blowing smoke up at you. So the reason I say that is you have nice big type, the color scheme is beautiful, but I'm also not interested in that because having a beautiful website is something that your web designer did, and having that is good because once somebody gets here, they're going to start to do things like request a free estimate. Now, that's what you want them to do. You have an attractive website. It doesn't look like a 4-year-old made it. But what is contained within your website is what interests me the most. And I'll tell you, your web designer is kind of like the guy who paints your car, makes it look really nice. We are the mechanics. We can tell you what needs to be inside of it to have this website of yours become a tool, then not a just a something that's nice to have on your business card. Now I'm going to show you. The first thing I do is I look at this paid tool that I have. There you are, Local Roofing and Restoration. It's called Ahrefs. It shows me the metrics of your website. Now, there's something that you're doing really well here and some things that you could use some help with. Now, the second thing I do is I look at a map of the area, and I see that there are other communities around you, like Orchard Lake Estates or Braes Oaks. And obviously, I see that you are just a bit outside of Houston, so you might, serve them also. I don't know. I imagine there's enough business to go around, so you probably do. Now, the final thing I do is I do a Google search for you. And I'm going to tell you that this area here is a very important area, and I'm going to tell you how to get on it. And I'm also going to tell you a little bit about how Google works, and I'm trying not to put you to sleep while doing it. So hang in there with me for a second. It won't take long. The Google algorithm was designed to give its search customers the most relevant results that they can get. Now, relevant is a word that Google believes they own. And I don't know, for you and I, a really competent roofing company would be who I would want when I search. But for them, a company that has the best website is the most relevant. So, take it or leave it. But that's just the way Google works, and Google is the gorilla in the search world. So when the gorilla wants to dance, yeah, you dance. So here's how you get here. You go to Google and you fill out a Google business profile. Now, a Google business profile is just like a Facebook profile. Fill it out. It's going to ask you what years you're in business, what your hours are. There's some tick boxes, obviously a website and then your actual address. And just make sure that it's filled out, because once you're there, you can start to get things like this, which is what, good reviews from your customers who have posted to Google. Now, getting here is great. You can do it yourself. You don't need me. You don't need your web designer. You can do it yourself this afternoon, this evening, sitting around by the air conditioner with the kids. I don't know. Now, the next thing you can do for yourself is underneath this. This is what we call the organic search results. Now, I'm going to show you something really interesting here. Ochoa is number 1. They show up first, and they're not here. Now, you are only number 4, so this is an opportunity for you that I hope you can take advantage of, because you can be both here and here. They are sort of like separate lists, if you will. And the Google algorithm will reward both if you follow its desire for thoroughness and you satisfy the algorithm. Now, I'm going to show you the Ochoa website. Here's their website. Nothing special. Your website. Oh, wow, they're kind of similar in the color scheme and everything. But that doesn't make any difference. I'll show you this. I'm going to take your website and I'm going to select all, copy, and paste into this word counter. You have 360 words. Here is Ochoa. Come on, Joe. Copy and paste. They have 678 words. Now, I can tell you that 360 is not as much as 678. And as an algorithm, more is better. So the algorithm rewards them for being more thorough. Now, I can also tell you that the Google algorithm really wants 1,500 words, but all words are not the same. Now, here is that paid tool that I was telling you about. The keywords that you have on your site is 74, and on Ochoa, it is 781. This is exactly the reason why they are a little bit above you in the Google search, and I'll show you what I mean. Now, like you say, here you are right here. You're number 4. That's not a bad place to be at all, but it would be better if you were here and here. Now, the keywords is exactly, keywords are what the people actually type in when they're looking for something on Google. Now, right here, this is what people have typed in when they are looking for a roofer in your area. This is by volume. These are the number of times this was searched for. EPDM roofing, I don't know what that means. Shingle roof, I do. I had my roof redone recently. Elastomeric roof coating, I'm not sure about. Spanish tile, wood shingles, all of those things are satisfied on the Ochoa website. They have apparently a page for all of these things to refer to them. Skylight prep, PVC, they have all of these things in their website. Now, I'm going to explain it to you like this. If you have the words on your website, gorillas love bananas, somewhere, say on your homepage, every time somebody in Germany typed in gorillas likes bananas, your website is going to show up and they're going to say, why is this roofing company in Stafford, Texas coming up on this web search? And it's because you have that phrase in your website. Now, the same is true in the inverse. And that is, oh my goodness, somebody has released the hounds near here. Sorry about that. The inverse is true, that if you don't have it on your website, you won't show up. So that's why all of these keywords and key phrases are important. You want to pick up where they leave off. You want to have more of those keywords than they do. And it's not going to be hard because you're not behind by that far. 74 to 400, or excuse me, 700. You can sit around and think about what the keywords are because they're all words from your industry. They're all the questions that people ask your estimators when they go out to a house. Just ask your estimators what the questions are that people are asking, and then answer those on your website. Simple, right? It's easy to do. Now, the third thing I'm going to tell you about is the backlinks, and backlinks is where you're doing really well. You have 285, and they have 215. So you win in this category. The algorithm says, oh, they're better, and that is very likely why you're only number 4 on the Google searches. Why do I keep going back to the map? There you are, you're number 4 because you exceed them in your in your backlinks. Now, a backlink is where you are listed on another website that refers back to yours. Usually they're lists like Angie's List, which is a highly rated site. Expertise.com, Yellow Pages, these are their backlinks. Porch.com, Super Pages. You can get all of these and more. They only have 2 in the 90s. You can get a bunch more in the 90s and pull way ahead. Angie's List is one that is rated at 91. These are the domain ratings, meaning this is how many, this is how it is rated compared to another 100 websites on this database that are of similar type. Essentially, how many people go there for advice. That's essentially what it is. Now, Google believes that the more people that are talking about you, the more important you must be. So the more the backlinks, the more important, right? So at least if you're a Google algorithm. So that's why the backlinks are important. But in my mind, even more important are the keywords. And that's where you're falling behind a bit, because the keywords are actually what people type into Google in order to find something. So I see this as an opportunity for you to pull ahead in this race, because you don't, you're not just competing in the physical world, you're now competing in the virtual world, and in this case, even in the Google world, which is a whole world unto itself. So now I'm going to assume that you would rather spend more time on roofing and giving free estimates than you would in mucking around in the belly of your website. So this is where I think Eric might be able to come in and give you a hand. If what I've been saying to you makes sense, please give him a call and he can guide you through the next steps. And I hope I've been helpful otherwise. Thanks for watching. You have a great day.